Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to A Bite of Brownie. If you're new here to this channel, you find yourself right smack dab in the middle of Vlogist and more importantly, Vlogpastors. We've got so many good questions. We're trying to challenge one another. We're trying to build up you guys in the faith. The premise of the series is quite simple. We ask one another questions. The bonus of this season is that we get to each answer our own questions. So for instance, today I am answering my question from yesterday, and that is, as a pastor, or for him as a father, as a husband, however he chooses to answer it, but for me as a pastor, what question do I get asked all the time? People ask us the same questions all the time. As a matter of fact, it's why we've built these channels. It's so that we can answer some of those mass questions that we get all the time, and we can put it on YouTube and maybe benefit the spiritual community, the community of faith out there. And the question that I get all of the time, right behind, when are you guys going to have kids? I'll link that up right here. That's a video we made last season. But right behind that question is this: why? Usually in reference to God. Why did God do this? Why did God do this to me? Why did God choose to lead me through this? Why did God choose to say this to me? Why did God do this with my life? Why did God take this person from me? Why did God? Why did God? Why did God? And sometimes, why do you? As a representative of God, why do you? And the glorious thing about this question is, I don't have to have an answer, because it's really about the character and the nature of God. What they're asking is, what is He like? When a person asks the question, why, what they're really asking is, what is our God like? Would He really do this? Would He really say this? Is He really that good? Is He really that bad? Why? And it got me to thinking. I didn't used to be a coffee drinker. I couldn't stand the stuff. I liked the smell of it sometimes. Sometimes it smelled like skunk. But my wife wanted me to drink coffee by the time I turned 35. I happened to go to Nepal, found a taste for coffee because they took a coffee break every couple of hours. I was with a Brit. He made us take a coffee break every couple of hours. And I developed a taste for it. But whenever I got back to the States, I couldn't figure out what coffee I liked. So I tried this. I tried this thing right here. This is a French press. You coffee drinkers out there, you know, I found a French press and I thought, oh, I do like that kind of coffee. And then I saw people like Joshua who kept on getting into this thing called a Chemex. And they said, man, once you have coffee from a Chemex, it will absolutely change your world. So, you know me, the first opportunity I got, I grabbed this glass jar, put a giant piece of paper inside of it, took some beans and... Let me tell you something though. It was the most amazing thing I've ever tasted, and it has totally converted me into being a coffee drinker. Here's the point. Can you tell me why this glass jug with a piece of paper produces amazing coffee? I can't tell you that. I can't tell you why. I can't tell you the science behind it. The more I dig into it, I hear all these theories, but in my mind, it's a glorified pour-over. I don't like pour-overs, so why do I like that? And it comes down to one simple truth. The why will always be trumped by the tasting and seeing of His nature. The whole point of this channel is for Jesse and I to show you a little glimpse of Jesus. We just want you to taste and see the extravagant love of who He is. He's so amazing, He's so bold, He's so beautiful that you develop a taste for our Savior. You develop an affinity for His presence. You develop like this, you cannot have enough of Him. All of a sudden you go from, why do these things happen, to, I don't care because I know that He's good. It's pretty neat because it also eliminates some questions. Why did God do that to me? Well, maybe God didn't. It doesn't line up with His nature. Maybe Satan did that to you. On the other end of the spectrum, why did God allow me to walk through that? Do you know Him? I mean, have you been walking with Him? If He led you to something, He will walk with you through something, and you will be all the better for it. Have you tasted of His nature? He is good. I think that's the same thing with this coffee. I have no idea why it's good. I've just tasted, smelled it, and seen that this coffee is far superior to anything else that I've had hit my lips. I can't tell you why it is, but whenever you ask me why, I can offer you a cup. Without further ado, coffee montage. All right, guys, that does it for me today. Head on over to Joshua's channel. Let's find out what the question for the day is. Tune in tomorrow where we will be answering that question. And leave a comment. We're on the back half of the month. We have a lot of questions still yet to answer, but if you want to get your question into the Vlog Pastors, leave a comment below. Whatever you want to ask a pastor, whatever you want to ask of one of the two of us, Joshua or myself, leave it down in the comment section below. I kind of want to know, what's the question that you get asked all the time? I love you, and I will see you in the next one. I'm out.